All right, joining us this morning is Ronald L. Moten, fifth-generation Washingtonian activist, skilled trainer in conflict resolution, works with local and national government leaders shaping policy, with 25 years of experience under his belt in that regard, co-founder of Don't Mute DC Movement, and also the GoGo Museum and Cafe. Welcome to the program this morning. Good brother.
How you doing, brother?
Cool.
We got to raise up Theodore Roosevelt, ain't it?
Theodore Roosevelt, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to my girl up there, Courtney Wilkerson, who's the current principal out there off Georgia Avenue, man. We got love for Roosevelt. And, you know, you hung out with Kwame Ture and Winnie Mandela. People don't know, man, when they see you in the street, how long that genealogy goes, brother. So we're glad to have you.
Malcolm X is my cousin.
Oh, wow.
all right.
Really?
Yes.
On the Lansing side or?
So my grandmother was a little.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
We were up in Cincinnati maybe about 15 years ago, and my aunt, who's still living, 96 years old, pulled out the family tree, and she showed us how we were, connected. But I didn't even know at the time that my grandma was a little, because she got married and her last name changed.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
She's a little on Malcolm's father's side, Earl from Georgia.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Wow.
Come on, man.
All of my family migrated from down south.
Man, that's beautiful.
A lot of my family migrated.
So now we know it's in your blood to be with Malcolm and a Garveyite, man. Because I think last time we saw each other physically, we were fighting the good fight with the help Sankofa, man, to get off that tax abatement. And of course, you legendary for holding down Georgia Avenue. I tell the students at Howard that you're able to still hear that music because Ron Moten and them was out in the street fighting with both hands, man. So we owe you a great debt for a long time, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
well, people did it for us.
Yes, sir.
Now for those listening, nationwide who may not even have a frame of reference to that, kind of walk us through that as far as Don't Mute DC. Don't Mute DC is concerned and its connection to GoGo music.
Yeah. So, in Washington D.C., like throughout the world, people are moving to the urban cities, and if you go to places like Lagos, even in Africa, they move into the cities, right? And gentrifiers moved into a building across the street from the Don't Mute DC, where the movement started, right? Which is the Metro PCS store, which we also call Central Communications, that Don Campbell started over 25 years ago. And when they moved there, they said that the music that he had been playing on the corner for 25 years, which was GoGo, was too loud. And he went to this city, and they went to everybody to try to get the music cut off. The city said it wasn't too loud, so he went to the billionaire that owned the Metro PCS store. When he went to the millionaire, the billionaire, they said, cut the music off, or we're going to take your license to sell your cell phones. And that's how he made the majority of his money. So he had called me, because I had helped him out 10 years before that, when he had a club in historic Shaw that they tried to shut down. So me and Natalie were already working together and pissed off with some of this stuff, similar things that were happening throughout D.C., where people have moved in our communities. Restaurants might play some music or clubs there, and they say it's too loud. So when he called me, we was like, we got to do something. So we did a petition that got over 80,000 signatures in 2 days. And then the message came from Metro PCS, and it said, we agree the music should continue. And it was a young lady, Julian Bloomfield, that went to Howard University, who had started the hashtag Don't Mute DC and it went viral. So we took that hashtag and put it in the petition, and that's how the Don't Mute DC movement started. So she walked past the store and knew something was wrong, and she's not even from DC. Right?
Wow.
And over 40,000 of the signatures came from around the world. And the reason being is the same thing that's going on around the world. Like in Lagos, they can't even play their native music in the clubs there. Like people, the same thing that was happening in D.C. where they criminalize our music and criminalize black culture and things like that, it's happening all over the world. So it resonated with people, not just black people. It gave me some hope because I saw all people sign the petition saying it was wrong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's big.
Man, that's beautiful. I mean, you
And that led to Mochella. And we took that move and we fought to save a hospital east of the river that they was going to shut down for 160,000 people right before COVID. We fought to keep a halfway house in D.C. We fought to help make sure Banneker High School get all the things they were promised. I mean, we fought for a lot of things, and we won, right? And it helped with the momentum of getting this museum open that I dreamed of back in 2009.
So I'm glad you segued to that. So talk about that, because we had about a month ago on the show, we had a caller from California, live on the air. This is 6 a.m. for where she was at. She was randomly, she said, I got to call and tell you about this place I went to on my vacation to D.C. And it was the GoGo Museum and Cafe. And she said it is a must-go tourist destination if you come to D.C. And she said reason why it impacted her so much is because she was unfamiliar with the music and the culture that surrounds it. So kind of speak to how that Mochella, that Don't Mute DC momentum and movement put you in a place where you could open this museum and see your vision come to life, your 20-year vision come to life.
Yeah, so I announced in 2009 at the GoGo Awards that I did at the convention center that we had to fight for this museum because I saw how our history and our culture was disappearing. They took music out of the schools, they took the trades out of the schools, which was a eliminate a direct line to the middle class for black people in Washington, D.C., which they eventually did all over the country. And that's why people got to understand when they come to do stuff in D.C., you better stand 10 toes with it because they're going to take what they do here and do other places, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, we got to do it. So after we started the Don't Mute DC movement, in my mind, I was like, this is the perfect time to start it. Now, mind you, I'm here in Southeast with former gang members that we started a space called Check-in Enterprises. And Check-in Enterprises, we had a space in the hub, but we weren't getting no support. You know, people don't support the grassroots. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was like, I went to my partner, Star and Trey, and I was like, well, you know what? We all love GoGo. Let me flip this into something that's still going to help our community, and we still will eventually do some of the same things we were doing with Check-in. Like we about to start the culinary arts program. Okay. We're about to start teaching young people how to stream. We're about to teach them how to do sound engineering and get them back to GoGo. So we're connecting young people eventually to the economy, the creative economy that there's so much money in. But when you go in these institutions, none of us are in the back door. So that led me, like I said, to saying now is the time, and we used that momentum to get the energy. We did our first fundraiser with Flex and a live interview. And we raised $19,000 on a marathon with Flex.
What?
And then, yes. And then COVID hit and shut everything down.
Of course.
Right. And then 2 years later, we came back with it. Our mayor supported it. Our council supported it. Everybody supported it. We had some people who supported us from the philanthropy world. Not a lot, but one person gave us money to buy a mobile GoGo museum that has a rooftop performance stage on the bus, inside exhibits, all right? And we've been moving forward ever since then. And it's so important because one of the things that we're doing, brother, is we're not only telling the story about what she was telling you about the history of GoGo, how we are cousins with hip-hop and how we both sample each other and use each other. Like GoGo's been sampled thousands of times by hip-hop, and we've sampled hip-hop thousands of times. We're cousins, right? We love each other.
Yes.
But nobody would know that they sample us like we sample them, right? People don't know that Sugar Bear, for instance, played in a rock band before he started EU because he wanted to be like Jimi Hendrix, the Hendrix Experience, right? They don't know that Chuck Brown was incarcerated and learned how to play his guitar in prison, right? They don't know that. And they don't know that he played in a Latino band called the Los Latinos, a Cuban Latino band before he started GoGo, and he took that Wonka beat from the Cuban brothers and sisters and put that in GoGo, and that's what you hear in his first song, right? They don't know that commonalities that we have with our Latino brothers and sisters, right? They don't like so I can just, they don't know that a sister by the name of Maisha from Maisha and the Hip Huggers helped save GoGo when it was criminalized and we couldn't play anywhere. And she brought that style in, the guy that snuck us in the doors in hotels and clubs again so we can get that traction again. Yes. So like we tell all these stories even going back to the Anacostan Indians, where this museum is, and it's named after, right? And even telling the story of this bridge, the 11th Street Bridge right here, where our enslaved ancestors walked across that bridge in 1862 into freedom and were the first slaves freed in America. And they would go on to build buried farms, and then the money left over from the Freedmen's Bureau will go to help them build Howard University. So it's so much. So, like, we telling this stuff that wakes up our ancestors, and they throw their spirit on us, and gives our young people something to be proud of.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, first of all, everybody got to go to the GoGo Museum. You hear why. We all hear why. This should be a destination. You don't come to the district or the DMV and not go there. And you got something coming up where we can directly support this ongoing work. Tell us a little bit about how we can help sustain the beat, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, so we're doing a juke joint fundraiser to kick off our campaign, where we're trying to raise $500,000 because we've been doing everything for free, off of fumes for the most part.
Wow.
Our programming, and when people, sometimes your worst enemy is you making things look easy that are so hard to do.
No question about it, brother.
So we make this look easy, but we struggling. Like, we doing this with nothing. We doing this all for, like, determination. So, and people connecting with us. Like, we had our brothers come from Brazil, brothers and sisters from Brazil here, LAIA, and they came here.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes, they came here.
Yeah, I know those cats, man. When I was in Salvador and Bahia.
Did like a mashup. I saw that.
Yeah, this is the first time they've been here in like 30 years. So they came, because, that was a drumming group that was started in Brazil because they were very racist toward the colored people there.
Absolutely.
So they started their own group and kept it the way it is. You had to be one of them to get in. And 50 years later, it's still here. And basically, they came here and performed with Black Alley. And they did we be doing these jam sessions with different diasporas. And it was bomb, man. And then they went outside and taught everybody, our whole community, black, white, Latino, everybody, how to drum. Right? And then they performed together, and we did the same thing this past week with the Downtown Bid. We did something with GoGo Cumbia again, in which we're albums. We're about to start doing albums and collaborations with our brothers all around the world and bring the world together with our music, right? And our cultures and our history. So this is something that needs support. This is something that the world needs right now because we can't let people steal our joy.
That's right.
And music brings everybody together. And it heals. It heals the 7 chakras in our body, and we need it right now. So, we also have a cafe. And we have a chef that's pretty much working for nothing right now, right? Yeah. But she's going to be starting a culinary arts program eventually. But what we're doing with our kitchen is we showing people all the diasporas and culture we created on our journey from Africa. A lot of us went to Brazil.
That's
so
right.
You had the Brazilian dishes.
That's right.
A lot of us went to Mexico. So you had the Mexican dishes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us went, we had the African dishes. We have the DC dishes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we have street foods on our menu that tell people our story. So we're constantly teaching here everywhere you go. All right. We have 2 performance stages. All right. Eventually you may record on the one in the lower level that's soundproof. All right. We have all touchscreen exhibits. So in this 8,000 square feet, 3,000 inside, 5,000 outside. We have more artifacts and content than the museum maybe 30 times outside because we did it like with technology.
Yes, sir.
And everything like touch screen.
Yes, sir.
But it's very engaging. Right? My son, 5 years old, he comes to the museum and he shows other young people about the museum because all they got to do is touch it. And they love it.
He's digital native. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. Hey, man, but
we also have, as far as we know, we're the only museum right now. It might be more, but only from our research, other than the Jewish Holocaust Museum, that has AI technology exhibit. So when you walk in our door,
African intelligence. Oh no, artificial intelligence. Okay, I got 2 AI.
That's probably where it came from.
So when you walk in, what happens now?
Big G welcomes you, and then you can
really
question, and he can tell you the answers to the questions in GoGo. We also have an AI exhibit with Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, we just got so much. I can sit here and talk.
Nah, that's
To repurpose, Brother Glover, when you come.
The lights in the ceiling made out of drums.
Oh man, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
He's
like
showing
I've
us.
been saying, like everything here was thought out, and we're doing this. We're about to do the GoGo Wars on January the 6th for a reason.
The GoGo Wars, January the 6th.
Awards, yeah. Awards.
Oh, the awards. Okay, that's that
Theater.
DC. That's that DC accent. I was like, wait a minute, he getting ready to get a competition.
That lazy tongue. That
ain't lazy. No, it's a lazy ear because that speech is on point. Or as y'all might say, point. Hey man, but listen, we all this, as you say, y'all been driving off of determination. Now everybody listening is like, how can we help? Yeah. Seem like we can go in our pockets, right? You try to put something in our pockets on the 4th of October. What's going on, brother? People saying, how can we help?
You can go to our website, www.gogomuseumcafe.com. You can make a donation. You can buy a ticket to our fundraiser. The tickets are $100 for the fundraiser. Raheem Navon, who has a go-go band now, and the go-go All-Stars will be performing together at the museum. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day on MLK, right? MLK
right.
Avenue.
MLK.
What a beautiful day! What a beautiful day!
And then I cannot forget to tell you something else we're doing. We're working with Reverend Willie Wilson, and we're bringing back the Unifest this year.
Oh, really?
So type of things we're doing why you should support us. We work with him to bring back the Unifest that hasn't been here for 19 years.
Cultural institution in Washington D.C.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this in conjunction with? I saw Brother Baba Willie talking about the 30th anniversary of the Million Man March. Is this in that same corridor? It's going to be in October?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened is we're doing a freedom walk across that bridge that our ancestors walked across. It's a lantern walk. We're walking with lanterns that evening at 6:30, sunset. We're walking across the bridge like our ancestors did to Union Temple Church. And that's how we celebrate the Million Man March. And then we're going to have a dynamic ceremony at Union Temple Baptist Church. And we're going to have events throughout the whole Anacostia. We're calling it a night of power.
Wow.
A night of power.
Wow.
So all the different staff, we have all these black institutions. Most people don't know there are more black businesses in Anacostia than anywhere in the country in one area. We have over 100 black businesses in Anacostia. And you have lit businesses like Grounded. You have Sapadilla's. You have Kitchen Savages. You have Sweet Tooth Cafe. You have D-City Smokehouse. I mean, I go on and on and on.
Beautiful.
All 5-star black restaurants and establishments.
Yes,
you have the GoGo Museum and Cafe that has performance spaces. Like, we have all this stuff going on here, right? And we need to let our people know, if we don't support this will never happen again.
No question
correct.
about it.
That's
No question about it. Chocolate City has been kept for safekeeping in Southeast, right there in Anacostia.
So if we don't save this, it won't, it's gone.
That's right.
It.
No.
That's
We
the last frontier
put
right
our
there.
foot down. So now the coming together with Juke Joint Put It in the Pocket is on the 4th. Is that right? The 4th of October?
From 2 to 6 p.m. at the GoGo Museum. Yeah.
Got it. And you can go on the website, gogomuseumcafe.com, and get your ticket.
Right, and there's only 250 tickets.
I'm about to say, man, he's about to sell out. You know, we probably, as soon as people hearing this, it might have sold out while we talking.
And they can shoot you an email. They can shoot you an email, info@gogomuseumcafe.com if you want to support in other ways if you can't make the trip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's surpass this $500,000 fundraiser goal. In fact, let's just make that look like a drop in the bucket. Everybody listening, if we all do a little, ain't nobody got to do a lot.
That's right.
And this is not only the pulse of DC and the pulse of Black America. This is part of the African world, the Pan-African world. And you've been a soldier a long time, Brother Ron. And we, the least we can do is help you and help the community, help the fam there. Make sure that we're not just driving off determination anymore. We got some dollars.
Can't eat determination.
Can't eat determination.
But we got to create our own renaissances again.
No question.
And throughout America, there are people who say they don't want to be around us, and that's fine with me. We'll work with good white people who want to work with us.
How about that?
But we got to love ourselves first.
There it is.
Right? And anybody else who love us, we'll take that with the icing on the cake because we love everybody.
That's
right. But we got to love ourselves first and support each other in these communities and create these renaissances that everybody loves, not just black people. Everybody loves us.
Everybody.
That's right.
It's time to be black. It's your time to be black. Right? So,
There it is.
Ron Moulton, the man, co-founder of Don't Mute DC, partnering and opening, and now up and running GoGo Museum, and of course will be front and center October the 4th, 2025, 3 to 6 at the GoGo Museum with the juke joint. Put it in the pocket.
Put it in the
which
pocket.
is where it lives, brother. Thank you, brother, for joining us here at SiriusXM 126.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Peace.